across a wide geographic area.
Don't miss out on the opportunity to amplify your message with iRadio. Partner or advertise with us today and make your voice heard across South Sudan. هل بتفتش على راديو مثالي؟ iRadio هو جوابك. ليه تختار iRadio؟ في 5 الأسباب المغنادل.
الثقة والوصول. بيعتبر iRadio المحطة الإذاعية الأكثر ثقة وشعبية في جنوب السودان، مدعومة بالاستطلاعات الأخيرة مع قاعدة مستمعين مخلصين. حتصل رسالتك إلى جمهور واسع.
Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello, good morning. This is iRadio News Fast. Here are the headlines. The Transitional National Legislative Assembly has approved the East African Community Treaty Bill 2025 fast-tracking the legislation in a single urgent sitting on Thursday. A member of the opposition political parties has urged the ongoing consultative dialogue to address obstacles holding back the implementations of agreement. And World Vision South Sudan has unveiled an ambitious 5-year strategic plan, the 2026-2030 roadmap aimed at transforming the lives of more than 5 million children across the country by 2030. This and many more all coming in this news bulletin with me, Darlington Moses, and now the news in detail. The Transitional National Legislative Assembly has approved the East African Community Treaty Bill 2025, fast-tracking the legislation in a single urgent sitting on Thursday. The summit will be preceded by an infrastructure retreat next week on December 4th to 5th in Nairobi, Kenya. The bill's passage fully integrates the East African Treaty into South Sudan's legal system. Presenting the committee report, Chairperson George Andre Juma said the bill is more comprehensive and establishes a clearer framework for South Sudan to meet its regional obligations. Parliamentary spokesperson Oliver Maury Benjamin hailed the move, stating that the passage now puts South Sudan on equal footing with all East African member states. During the session, the legislation updates the definitions of East African Community Partner States to explicitly include all current members: Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Somalia. It also allows for the automatic inclusions of any future members. Lawmakers emphasized that the move marks a significant step toward deeper regional integrations and economic cooperations, positioning the country effectively for the upcoming high-level meetings. A member of opposition political parties has urged the ongoing consultative dialogue to address obstacles holding back the implementations of agreement. Wilson Lodiong Sebit, who is also the chairperson of the Specialized Committee on Wildlife Conservation and Tourism in the National Legislative Assembly, says South Sudan's peace deal is being held back by what it calls a lack of political will, funding and cohesion. According to him, his party views the current dialogue among stakeholders and signatories to the revitalized peace agreement as crucial, necessary and timely. He said their participation is rooted in a full review of peace deal from Chapter 1 through Chapter 8 to understand why implementation remains stuck. Lodiong said the party has identified several core issues: lack of political will, inadequate funding, and what he described as the missing cohesiveness of the political parties that signed the agreement. He said the dialogue must be used to iron out and put in order the relationship among the signatories to trust can be rebuilt. This is iRadio News, and before the international news, World Vision South Sudan has unveiled an ambitious 5-year strategic plan, the 2026-2030 roadmap aimed at transforming the lives of more than 5 million children across the country by 2030. The plan launched in Juba on Thursday, November 2025-27, is designed to build long-term stability and resilience as well as well-being for vulnerable children and communities. It is anchored on 3 main pillars: protection, health, and nutrition, with a strong focus on linking humanitarian response and development. World Vision Country Director Martin Loha confirmed the organization's broad reach in 49 of the country's 79 counties, where it has been implementing essential humanitarian and developmental programs since 1989. Loha outlined 4 core commitment areas through which the organization aims to transform the lives of 5 million children via direct programming, partnerships, and advocacy. These areas, he said, include promoting peaceful and nurturing relationships with support for conflict resolutions, improving nutrition in children, strengthening protections from violence and exploitations, and expanding access to quality health services, especially for children under 5. This is iRadio News, and now to the stories making headlines in the African region and beyond. At least 94 people are now known to have died and 76 injured after a huge fire engulfed a high-rise public housing complex in Hong Kong. Scores are missing. Hong Kong's leader says the blaze, which tore through 7 of 8 towers blocks in Tai Po district on Wednesday, is now basically under control. Firefighters have said they hope to finish checking flats this morning. It's unclear how many were inside the complex, which is home to around 4,600 residents according to most recent census figures. And finally, President Vladimir Putin has doubled down on his core demands for ending the war in Ukraine, saying Russia will lay down arms if Kyiv's troops withdraw from territory claimed by Moscow. Putin has long pushed for legal recognitions of the Ukrainian territories Russia has seized by force. They include the southern Crimean Peninsula, annexed in 2014, and the eastern Donbas region, which Moscow now occupies for the most part. For Kyiv, which has ruled out relinquishing the parts of Donbas it still holds, rewarding Russia for its aggression is a non-starter. Speaking after Putin's address, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Russia is on to efforts to truly end the war. This is iRadio News, and now to end this bulletin, let's have the recaps on the top stories once again. The Transitional National Legislative Assembly has approved the East African Community Treaty Bill 2025 fast-tracking the legislation in a single urgent sitting on Thursday. A member of the opposition political parties has urged the ongoing consultative dialogue to address obstacles holding back the implementations of agreements. And World Vision South Sudan has unveiled an ambitious 5-year strategic plan, the 2026-2030 roadmap aimed at transforming the lives of more than 5 million children across the country by 2030. That's the end of iRadio Morning News. If there's a story or an event you'd like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message on +2 11 925 287-870. It's also a WhatsApp number. Follow us on X at iRadio Juba, like our Facebook page, iRadio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at iRadio South Sudan. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for news in Arabic at the top of the hour. I am Darlington Moses. Thanks for listening.
تفتش على راديو مثالي؟ آي راديو هو جوابك. لا تختار آي راديو في 5 الأسباب المغنادل.
الثقة والوصول. بيعتبر آي راديو المحطة الإذاعية الأكثر ثقة وشعبية في جنوب السودان، مدعومة بالاستطلاعات الأخيرة مع قاعدة مستمعين مخلصين. حتصل رسالتك إلى جمهور واسع بشكل فعال.
شبكة واسعة النطاق. آي راديو ليست مجرد محطة إذاعية، إنها شبكة من المحطات المترابطة. لم تكن شريك مع آي راديو. سنقوم ببث برنامجك عبر مواقع متعددة مثل واو، أويل، كواجوك، يام